Now, if you are hopping out your rails, subways are seeing their usual nightly planned construction, seeing speed restrictions. Now, if you are hopping out your rails, subways are seeing their usual nightly planned construction. We're going to get things started here with our rails. New Jersey.
I know.
Really eat it.
I think we all kind of cringed a little.
Yeah. Adelle Caballero is watching Roads and Rails. Marie LaRosa. Pea soup.
I've had it. I enjoy it. Yeah, it's like
okay.
our lunchtime now.
That's true.
So there you go. But yeah, it's a mess out there. Let's start with that fog situation. It is a dense fog advisory kind of morning, really everywhere, and that means visibility less than a quarter mile. And you can see why that was issued. It is just about everywhere. We have the snowpack, the low-level chill, and then warmer air trying to move up over it. Winds generally light. That's the formula you need for dense fog. Starting to see, if you're not seeing just the drizzle, you're getting some of those light rain showers. Those are pushing in from the west right now. Clinton and Sussex, you're above freezing. Everything's green on the screen right now, and that's what we have going through the early part of today and into this evening. Note the temperatures too nearly steady through the day. That rain steadier by the time we get to the afternoon and evening, and still expecting after midnight for some of that wintry mix to move on in, starting off to the north and west. So I'm going to break down the timing of that coming up in just a bit. But yeah, definitely a slow go out there, Adele.
Yeah, definitely, Maria. You know, take your time. I can't stress it enough. If you don't have to be driving right now, definitely stay off the roadways, and keep in mind a lot of your bridges are going to be seeing speed restrictions. Now, if you are hopping onto your rails, subways are seeing their usual nightly planned construction, or track work rather. That'll be going on for about another 30 minutes or so. LIRR is back on schedule. New Jersey Transit, your North Jersey Coast and Morrison Essex lines, though, you can expect to see delays and cancellations. And our roadways now, 84 eastbound, still seeing this accident with a tractor trailer over by exit 10. If you're heading a little further down here, George Washington Bridge, inbound lower level lanes have reopened, but the outbound lanes are shut down right now for construction. Again, this should wrap up in about another 30 minutes or so. For now, sending it.
Storm report, Maria LaRosa, looking at our weather and the alerts that are coming down there, Maria.
That's right. We have now some winter weather advisories have just been posted by the National Weather Service. Now includes northern New Jersey, Hudson Valley, Connecticut, and back through the Poconos and the Catskills. This takes effect for many of us by late tonight, most areas through tomorrow morning and into the afternoon. We're slowly easing into it. Temperatures now in the 40s, some drizzle, a lot of fog out there. And you can see the rain steady at times through this evening. It's after midnight, still expecting some of that to change over. So I'm going to break down zone by zone what you can expect and when and how much, of course, as we look ahead in the 10-day forecast.
Thanks so much, Maria.
LIRR Montauk branch buses will be replacing trains Montauk out to Babylon for about another 20 minutes or so. New Jersey Transit, North Jersey Coast and Morrison Essex lines, you've got service changes. We've also got an accident 84 eastbound right by exit 10 Route 6 involving a tractor trailer. We'll give you more on that a bit later.
To the east and get out of here. It's going to take its time. So travel is going to be a mess for at least the next 2 days. And you hit all the big airports, Chicago, Dallas, Atlanta, seeing some showers, of course, Pittsburgh, our area into Boston as we go through the day today. It is not going to be fun. But yes, that snow all the way back through Texas, those alerts all the way back through New Mexico, including those winter weather advisories where we are. And you know something's going on where you have wind chill advisories for the northern plains. Their criteria is incredibly low, and you can see the actual temperature 3 degrees there. 43 now, it's 71 in Miami. So that clash of air mass, that's driving this weather system. For us, it is really just the mess part of the storm system as far as rainfall and the fog. Obviously, we were showing you the fog. That's definitely a concern over the next several hours. It is dense. It is everywhere. A lot of drizzle. Make sure your windshield wiper fluid is full. It was one of those mornings where I had to keep going all through the trip. And temperature-wise, we're pretty much going to stay close to where we are right now. The temperature drop doesn't happen until later on. So let's talk timing. You can see green everywhere through mid-morning into the afternoon. That's when we start to see that rainfall a little steadier. And then after midnight, you see that pink taking over. You see the temperatures dropping. That's the cold air filtering in. That's when we see the transition. You can see for the city, we may not see some of that wintry mix until maybe late midday into the early afternoon, and then even ending as some snow by tomorrow evening. But the effects, the impacts, not equal everywhere. Looking for the shore and Long Island, the 1 to 2 inches of rainfall. So watch for the street flooding. The ice ice and sleet, a 1/10 of an inch is enough for a glaze by tomorrow morning, so keep that in mind. While not high-end impact, travel will be impaired. And then snow, not really this time around. For northern New Jersey into parts of the Hudson Valley, it's a little bit of everything. Some of that heavy rain, enough accumulation that it could be a real travel problem for tomorrow, and ending as a little bit of snow on top of that ice. Definitely some issues through tomorrow afternoon. And then for parts of the Hudson Valley, here again, some of that rainfall, maybe as much as an inch. That 1/4 inch of ice accumulation and sleet, that's enough. We've got to watch the power lines, and ending as some accumulating snow, as always, on top of ice, will be an issue.
Oh my gosh.
That's a very
Go
good
out
point.
there. Yeah,
Obsessed.
he's a good boy.
Oh my gosh, the jump.
He's such a
Amazing.
good boy.
Yes. All right, it's warming up. We have temperatures above freezing, and
Wow, 43 degrees, and we see what's happening. Let's see what's changing, too.
yeah, absolutely. We have a few changes to our winter weather alerts. The winter storm watch that was in effect for Pike, Sullivan, Ulster County, now a winter weather advisory that's also been extended into northern New Jersey, the Hudson Valley, and Connecticut for what's coming later on tonight and tomorrow morning. For now, it is the fog, the drizzle, and eventually that steadier rain. Starting to see those showers move in at a steadier pace across western New Jersey and into the Hudson Valley. It is all green with temperatures in the upper 30s and lower 40s. You can see by this evening, steadier rain, some heavy at times, but it is all rain. I'm going to fine-tune that timing of when you will see that change over to that wintry mix, how much you're going to get, and when it's all out of here in the latest 10-day forecast coming up.
Maria, thank you so much. Warming up for the winter.
Moving on to your subway, still seeing some track work going on out there for about another 20 minutes or so. Also, New Jersey Transit, North Jersey Coast, and your Morris and Essex lines. You can expect to see delays and cancellations. We're going to take a live look now. You can see on the radar what is going to bring about that mess. A lot of green. So we're looking already at drizzle, some showers, and a lot of fog. What we have going on is a lot of melting. We have that snowpack, the warmer air trying to come up over it, the light winds. That's the formula you need for the fog to develop. Temperatures are still above freezing from Sussex, Newark, and Clinton, Monticello as well. So it is rainfall for now, 43 degrees at Central Park, but dense fog. That is definitely the concern in the next few hours. Less than a 1/4 mile. Make sure you have lots of windshield wiper fluid. It is that kind of morning where it's sort of drizzle, it's the fog, the mist, all of it coming together. Temperature-wise, we're going to be pretty steady through the next few hours into the afternoon, into the upper 30s and lower 40s. That steadier rain begins to pick up by the afternoon. And you see, again, it's still all rain through the afternoon and evening. Some of that may be heavy at times, so count on some ponding on the roadways for the evening commute. After midnight, still expecting that changeover from northwest to southeast. That's that pink, and you can see it's a few hours worth. That's the zone that we're concerned about, that ice accumulation. And yes, you see a little blue there. Northwest New Jersey, Hudson Valley. Changeover to snow is not out of the question, and long enough that you may get a couple of inches of snowfall before all of this moves out, and then the cold air really takes over. But it's not going to feel the same impact. You're not going to see the same impact everywhere. So let's break it down. From the coast, the Jersey Shore and Long Island, mainly rain. You may get a little bit of ice toward the end of all this, but accumulations are light enough. Still concerned about slick travel conditions for sure, but it's that 1 to 2 inches of rainfall that is definitely concerning. For northern New Jersey and the Hudson Valley, it's a little bit of everything. About an inch of rainfall, followed by that ice and sleet accumulation. Again, here enough where you're looking at a 1/10 of an inch to get that glaze and tough travel conditions for tomorrow. And then the Hudson Valley here too, it's the rain, but definitely that ice and sleet accumulation. When you get to that 1/4 of an inch to a 1/10 of an inch, that is enough to slow down that travel and make it
4:56 right now. Foggy New York behind us.
Foggy New York behind us,
yeah,
Maria.
that's our first problem.
That's it.
Really dense across the entire area, less than a 1/4